Let's talk a little bit about efficient formulas in Excel. So I have a spreadsheet here. We've got some sum formulas here, here and here. And I just want to show you in this cell, it's adding up C11 through C14. And what has happened is someone, actually it was me, typed equals and then C11 plus C12 plus C13 plus C14. And if you type all that in, there's two things that happen. It takes a while. And the other thing is you have a chance of an error when you're typing. So I'm going to show you one thing. If I type equals and then I can click on the cell instead of typing in C11. I'm going to add a plus, click on the next cell, add a plus, click on the next cell, add a plus, and I guess I don't want that last one. Okay, and then hit enter. That's one way of doing it. Then, so this is an inefficient formula, and we really don't like to see those. This is also an inefficient formula, but it was much quicker to write than the first one. Now I'm going to come over here and look what happened here. In this column, instead of doing each individual cell, you can type equals, and I just type an SU, and there's my sum formula. It comes right up. I can even click on it. If I click on it twice, it pops it up with a parentheses. I don't have to type a parentheses. And then I can click, and since all of my cells are adjacent, I can drag. And then all I have to do is type a close parenthesis, enter. And this is a lot cleaner looking formula than this. So that's what we are looking for there. Want clean sum formulas. There's one other thing that I wanted to show you. In several of our spreadsheets, we've had to do an absolute cell reference. So an absolute cell reference refers to a certain cell without being able to move down or over when you copy the formula down. So I'm going to put a cell reference to this over here. Let's just reproduce that. I'll have net sales. And I'm going to do equals, and I want this cell in there, whatever the value of that cell is going to come in right here. So I don't have a number in there like I do here. It's whatever's in that cell, it's going to reproduce right here. Now, if I want to copy down, the next thing it's going to pull is this number and then this number. Watch what happens. Okay, so it's copying down those, it's copying down the cells. So it went from C6 to C7 to C8. Now, that's not what I'm looking for here. Let's say I want the net sales to stick right here and I don't want it to change. I don't want to copy down. I want this to be net sales always. So I want this cell right here to always refer back to C6. What I do is I highlight C6, and the book has you putting in dollar signs, which are slow and awkward. If I had to click right there and shift dollar sign, and then on the other side of the C, shift dollar sign, that takes a long time. So I'm going to take them out. What I'm going to do is click right here in this, next to that cell address, and I'm going to type the F4 key on my keyboard. And if I type it once, it locks it down to just this cell. Now, this is it's a cycling key, so if I press it again, then it locks it down to just this row. If I press it again, it locks it to just this column. So I like to think of those dollar signs as padlocks. If I press it again, they're gone. One more time, it's locked on that cell on both the row and the column. And the way I got those dollar signs in there was to press F4. It's much quicker than typing your actual dollar signs in there. So now if I hit enter, it looks the same, but watch what happens if I copy down. It reproduces the same thing in each cell. And that can be handy in a few different situations. We've been using it mostly to refer to other cells on the loan worksheet and things like that, but you could use it anywhere. So let's do one more. Let's say I want to put net sales and have the net income right next to the net sales for some reason. So my net income for 2014, I guess I could title my column 2014. uh, I can say my net income is equal to, that's C22, but I'm not going to type C22. I type my equals, and then I click on that cell because I don't want to make a chance of mistyping it. And then I'm going to press F4 to lock it into that cell and enter. We can copy across the same way if we wanted to, and it would reproduce wherever we go because it is locked in to that cell. If you have questions, please ask.